What's up, my Goombas? How's everybody doing? Mike Mangano, the one and only, the sauce fella, coming at you in one of my videos. Of course, I have to comment about the ongoing issue with, I didn't even realize that I made Penn live again now with, what Karns and Giant and Stoffers and Kissel Hill did. And I just got to make it straight for the record, because the Karns family, who is she? The VP, Andrea Karns, is way off in her assessment and her opinion. If you read the write-up in Penn Live, Miss Andrea Karns says that Mike Mangano is intolerant of LGBTQ. Andrea, what the hell are you talking about, intolerant? Just because I called Richard Levine Richard doesn't mean jack crap about me being intolerant. I just called him for how God made him. That's all. What do you mean, intolerant? You're like a joke. That's what you are. You got to go back to school, go back to college, and learn how to speak. Learn how to give the proper input on what it is I said. Okay? The tyrannical Governor Wolf and Richard Levine, who, she's also known as Rachel Levine, they came at my family and I. And I decided to simply address Rachel Levine as Richard. And that's it. Don't you know that we have a transgender customer that comes in to Taste of Sicily? And I refer to her as Jessica. And we also have another homosexual person that comes into the cafe, and we're very tolerant. We accept them. We accept the lifestyle that they live, and we are very tolerant of them. They come in, they order their food, and bada bing, bada boom, everything is hunky-dory. But for Andrea Karns to say that I am intolerant, that's an inconsistency. That is a lie. That is not true. I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm standing up for the rights for everybody. Black, white, brown, Chinese, Asian, Spanish, Mexican, Italian, Italian-American, Hungarian, Irish, whatever. Every ethnic background. We are standing up for the civil rights and the liberties for every person under the sun and whatever sexual lifestyle they live. Which, by the way, I'm a very healthy heterosexual, I'm proud to say. That is the way that God made me. And, I'll just leave it at that. But the bottom line is Andrea Karns, I call you out personally because what you are saying is not accurate. It's not accurate. For the record, I am very tolerant of, I was going to say intolerant, because I'm like a little bit tired. Very tolerant for, what people want to do. It's their own life, It's your thing. Do what you want to do. But how dare you come at me and say that I'm intolerant? It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. And that's it. So again, when I stand up for our rights and our civil liberties for every American, and by the way, by law, this is how stupid that comment is. For every American, right? We all have the civil rights that we have, right? Can you sue Karns for slander? Maybe I should look into that. I have a few good lawyers. I have to look into that. But you know, the bottom line is that we are tolerant and we're fighting and standing up for everybody's civil rights, which, by the way, I got to make the point, every free American has under the protection of the U.S. Constitution and, of course, our unalienable rights, no matter what color you are, right? And no matter what sexual orientation you are, right? Okay. So let's not make a big deal about this, Andrea. The least that you and everybody else could have done was picked up the phone and talked to me instead of taking this route, because what you did is very, very wrong. I am a forgiving person. I've already forgiven everybody, but that doesn't mean that there's not consequences like me calling you out. And I will never step foot in a Karns. I will never step foot in a Giant or a Stout versus Kissel Hill. And there's a lot of other, stores that I can go to. Because I still need to I still need to buy my milk, my eggs, my steaks, my Trojans condoms. Those are the type that I use. Not that I want to get too personal, but, I obviously got to buy protection, right? So, by the way, Wise Markets, you got to get the Trojans in that are the 50% thinner. Those are like the best ones I've ever used, ever. Those regular ones and even the 40%, they're not thin enough. So you got to get the 50%, the 50% thinner, the Trojans brand, okay? Here's a free plug for Trojans. Trojans brand. Those are the ones that I use. 50% thinner. I buy the 36 value pack because I go through quite a bit. I'm just saying, you got to practice safe sex, okay? You got to make sure you, wrap that thing. I'm sorry, See, this is what people appreciate about me. I just tell it how it is. Trojans, 50% thinner. Oh, man. All right, what else did I want to say? So anyway, I find myself, I have to, oh my gosh, come on. What is it with this? Okay, so, listen, I'm a healthy heterosexual man. And the way that I look at it, if the trannies can come out and the gays, the homosexuals, the lesbians, hey, which we're tolerant of, I got to be able to buy what I need, right? Okay, so I got to get where I got to get what I got. All right, listen, I got to go. But the bottom line is that Giant and Karns and Stout versus Kissel Hill, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. They are very intolerant of me telling the truth, okay? And that's just the way. Just the way it is. I swear, I want to throw this phone down. Give me a break. Hold on a second here. There we go. The lighting is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Jeez. Off topic. Is that mild salsa in the back? Yes. I just had to pick up however many cases I needed for my newer distributor to start out. And I moved over, I don't know, 2,000 pounds of sauce and salsa manually, as you can see. Of course, because I've done this before, I did not exceed the legal weight limit of my vehicle, right? Okay, so what I was going to say is Stouffer's at Kissel Hill and Karns and Giant are very intolerant. If you hold to certain opinions, truths, or facts, they don't want to hear it. Well, you know what? I don't want them to be carrying my brand. The only way that those stores would ever carry my brand ever again is if they publicly apologize to me, and then I would still have to think about it. Because like I said, Giant, Aho, they're not too small business friendly. Do you use the Magnum condoms too, my Goomba? You know, I never bought those because I don't know what size they are. Maybe I got to buy a pack and see, you know, what size they are. But, hold on a second. Hey! I had to move a lot of sauce and salsa. You don't understand. Yes. 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 From Penn Live. From Penn Live. I know, I seen that. So in other words, that was the same federal judge, right?
So basically, that was full coming down on people saying no.
Right.
We're not going to have gatherings more than 25 or 50 or 250.
Right.
And then he came at the judge, he appealed it, and the judge kicked it back. Twice.
You know, it didn't take long for the Honorable Judge Stigman to, you know what?
We're sick of it.
Listen, come over here. I just thought about this.
Woo!
Listen, I just thought about this.
Yeah.
It didn't take long for the Honorable, and praise Jesus, Judge Stickman, right? To stick it to the gov.
Again.
Yeah, again.
Nice.
Judge Stickman stuck it to
Are you making
Governor
live?
Wolf. Yeah, I'm on live right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. God's got this, big bro. And he's going to bless you for standing your ground with what you said about Levine, because the truth is the truth.
What do you think about the arm?
Mike, shut up.
Where you going?
I got to cook. Somebody ordered stuff.
Oh.
I've been busy today.
You see what I got to deal with? My sister, you know? Unbelievable. All right, so tell me where I can buy your salsa. Well, right now you can get my salsa and sauce at all of the Dutch ways. Zwire's Food Cart in Lebanon. Country View in Anvil. And I got other stores coming online. What's going on, John? How you doing?
I got some stuff to tell you, then good news.
Really?
Yeah, bro, God's still moving.
Awesome.
And I'm supposed to tell you real quick that Chris said that your mom went to Harrisburg, so if they get a little busy, you might have to come in.
Yeah, I got you. Don't say anything private on the I got this going live here.
All right, sorry.
That's all right. Okay, so... All right. So, anyway. This is my story, and I'm sticking to it. And life is good. I had to take a little trip. I actually had to unload like a skid of product. Basically, it was like over a ton, you know, by hand, just to get these new things going. Send some down to Upper Bucks. Stillburgers Market in Pine Grove. I got to check, Tammy, because one of my distributors dropped me too. So I got to decide how I want to talk about that, which, you know, I don't think I really need to get them into it because they're good people. They just, you know, whatever. All right, my Goombas, I'm going to let you go. We will continue the fight. And it is what it is, and I am who I am, and I'm going to keep sticking it the way that I am in more ways than one. And thank you very much to the Honorable Federal Judge Stickman, who stuck it to this tyrannical governor and the very confused Rachel Levine. You see, I'm trying to have some respect here. But for Andrea Karns to come at me and say that I'm very intolerant is a bunch of BS. All right, Cindy says, what about Pronios? Pronios is a different animal. Pronios, I talked to Mike Pronio. I love that guy. Me and him are very good friends. Please support him. He did drop my product for now. But I think it's just for now. He's a great guy. I don't have anything against him whatsoever. So please continue to support Mike Pronio. You know, he has an awesome store of which I will still patronize. Me and him talked about it before. I kept doing what I was doing. He did not want to take my product out, but he did. But that's fine. I still love Mike. Mike is my very good friend and Goomba. And Pronios is a different animal. I totally give them a pass. And I still love Pronios. It's a great store. I have nothing but respect for Mike Pronio and Jeff and Josh, who work in the meat department. And I love those guys. I would never talk bad about them. But for Karns and for Stouffer's at Kissel Hill, for Giant Foods, for what they did to me, I don't have any respect for them. I don't have any respect for them. We could talk about things if they want to, if they want to come to the table. I would be willing to sit at a table with them to see if they want to rethink their stance. But, you know, whatever. You know, they could put me back into their stores if they want to. Because remember, they moved a good amount of my sauce. But not so much that it's going to break me if they don't carry it. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I am getting some very interesting phone calls. And there are other businesses, which, by the way, that's who this product is for, of which I'm not going to say who they are right now. But in time, you will learn who they are, my Goombas. You will learn. And that's pretty much it, my Goombas. I'll see you in the next video. Arrivederci. Yeah.